Hey everybody, how's everybody doing this Saturday evening or afternoon or Sunday afternoon, wherever it is that you're listening from? How's everybody doing? Good to hear. Give everybody a couple minutes to join. Hey Bark and Shelty. Hey Jeff, welcome back. Hey Lester, welcome back. Hey Renee, good to see you again. Thank you for sending in some more pictures. Hey Colorado Adventure Club, welcome back. Hey Joe, hope you got you a nice cool drink. Hey Peter, welcome back. We'll give it another minute or so and then we'll get started. See a lot of people joining. Thank you for joining us this evening. All right, we'll go ahead and get started. I hope everybody's doing well. And Lester, I agree with you. Definitely a little bit bummed that it wasn't the extra large, but definitely understand. Just brings more people to our community for the A1, which will benefit us all. It'll just grow our ecosystem more. So I'm super excited about that. So let's jump into what we'll be printing this evening. And if anybody subscribes to Mark Rober, you notice that he put out a new video today that had some 3D printing in it. So I thought it'd be cool for us to do that. If you're not subscribed to Mark Rober, he puts out some pretty cool videos. But they made this little Nerf gun that is out of, it's a compliant mechanism or whatever, the spring mechanism here. And they use this to make a super small little Nerf gun. I thought it was cool. So I thought we would print that out tonight. So this one, I downloaded the half scale. And I went ahead and put that in some ABS, put that in something strong there. And we'll go ahead and slice that. And we'll see if we can print it. They seem to print it a bunch of times, so looks like 45 to 50 minutes on that. And we'll send that guy over. So did anybody else catch that video this morning? It came out today, I guess. It was pretty cool. They made some super tiny little Nerf guns out of carbon fiber nanotubes. It's pretty tight. And then next we'll jump into Bambu Lab's website. I didn't see anything new other than, yeah, I didn't even see any new filament. They do have it on sale again, so be sure you stock up on that. They do have some the carbon fiber on sale as well. The mouse is out of stock again. Is this mystery box component kit? Yeah, ETA before the 10th. And Justin, you're offline, didn't see it. Yeah, check out the new Mark Rober video. It's pretty cool. And then did you check out the Bambu storage box? No, where's the storage box? Is it an accessory or what? Oh, print files. No, I haven't seen that. Is it to store filament or what? Like with places for desiccant trays or something like that? Or what is the storage box for? I'm not even sure. Is it in their little maker thing now or whatever? In this online model spot? That looks cool. And Justin, you printed out your AMS tower for your second AMS. Turned out good. Yeah, send some pictures of that. I've been wanting to stack mine as well, but I haven't found a great way to do that yet, or one that I liked. To keep all the spare parts, tools. Oh, cool. I've seen a couple of those, but and I printed a couple. You'll see on the hex board behind me, I have a couple of things that fit the nozzle that I can stack up on there, but it'd be cool to have like a whole little toolbox with all that stuff in there. And then Lester, has anyone tried taking the guts from the AMS and making a larger version to fit 2K spools? I think the what is that conversion kit called? It's slipping me right now. But there is a conversion kit that I think will allow you to fit the larger spools on there. Somebody help me with the name of the conversion kit for the AMS. Colorado Adventure Club. Yeah, the Hydra. That's the one that I'm thinking of. Doesn't that one allow the 2K spools, or is it just the larger spools, like the Paramount and some of the Polymaker and stuff? You're still limited to the width, yeah. Yeah, and see, that's the largest that I know of on there is that Hydra modification. I don't know of a modification that's larger than that. Yeah, see, it's larger 1K. I didn't know if it was just the larger 1K rolls or if it did some other ones. I wonder if the what's the largest roll that you can put on the AMS light, since it's not in an enclosure? Yeah, 3K, there's no way. You'd have to, I mean, I guess you could just take the guts out of it and make a whole new mechanism that held it. But I think it's too wide as well. But I don't know. I've never messed around with those larger ones. But I don't know. I guess if you took all of the guts out of it, which is basically what this is doing. Right? If you took this feeder tube right there and then that deal that's in the middle, those are the only two. And then the little two circuit boards that are on the back, those are the things that you need out of there. Then I guess if you design something, I would design something like this where you could hang the filament off of the side so you could put larger ones on there. And then you would just need one of the, feeder tubes and that little controller thing that's in the middle. I think that has something to do with it. Yeah, it's a lot of weight once you get into those 2K and 3K rolls. But I don't know, that'd be a cool project. If somebody wanted to tackle it, I don't know if I could tackle it, but if somebody wanted to tackle it, you just take a couple of the things out of an AMS. I wonder if there's a place where you can, or you could just order this stuff out of for the AMS, right? It would just be the feeder tube assembly thing. This guy right here, first stage feeder. Well, you would still need the board and everything in the back of it, though. Yeah, I don't know if you could dig in and get all of that, but you would need that feeder tube. And then there's two little places where it plugs in the back right here. You need that little board, and then the place where all four of them come into one. I think that's some sort of controller that you would need there as well. But I would think some sort of mechanism similar to this, not with 4 rolls on it, but with 1 roll on it. And you could take the pieces out of the AMS and do something there. You might be able to do something. Yeah, if anybody has a broken AMS, I'm happy to give it a try. Yeah, I'm not happy to break an AMS to give it a try, but I'll sure take a broken one. I wonder it'd be worth I've never seen them have any refurbished or anything on there, but it might be worth looking on or looking around to see if you could find one to try that out. But again, like if you need 2 kilo of filament, technically you could just put it in just 1 roll here and 1 roll here, and like Brad said, use the filament transfer tool to put it into the single rolls, because if it runs out of that first roll, there's a way to set it up to just move to the second roll as long as they're set up as the same type of filament, which that would be. Then it would just transfer to the second one and keep on printing. So if you have a print that takes more than 1, or if you're just doing a whole lot of stuff and don't want to change the rolls or doing that, honestly, the transfer tool might be the better way to do it than to go through trying to dig one of these apart and do all of that. Yeah, maybe the next printer that they come out with, maybe they'll have a different type of AMS that does take those larger rolls. Maybe a larger printer with larger rolls or something in the AMS. That would be pretty nice. If it took the 2 and 3K rolls, that'd be pretty awesome. All right, so we did have some people send some pics in, and we had some people send some pics in last week that I didn't get to, so we'll get to those first. And I think the first one that we'll get into is Jeff's picture and video that he sent from last week. So cool little pumpkin here getting ready for Halloween. My video tomorrow isn't particularly about Halloween, but it'll be useful for it. And that looks super cool. Colorado Adventure Club will love that you have some LED lights in there. And then let's check out this little video. It looks so cool. Good job on this again, Jeff. You always do some really cool stuff. And then next, Justin also sent this in last week with these cool little Star Wars characters. Where'd you get these models from? These look really, really cool. Garth, everybody's been printing Halloween stuff this week. Even Colorado Adventure Club, too. He's been on the Halloween kick, too. And this one, Colorado Adventure Club sent in last week as well. Which I've been playing with the Force. Yeah, definitely. And then Lester, I was thinking about 3D printing costume for your cats, like a helmet or something, or a little, get them a little cowboy hat and print out a little saddle or something. Something cool like that, or a spiked collar or something. I don't know. You can print out something cool. Just don't strangle them. All right, and for this week, these are the ones that Renee sent in. This one looks really cool. I like this one a lot. Looks really cool. Jeff, your wife stole your pumpkin. Good thing you have a 3D printer, my friend. My mini factory is where you got the Star Wars characters. Cool. They look really cool. They turned out pretty awesome. And another print from Renee here. And Renee had a busy week, sent in a lot of different prints. This is probably my favorite one. That one looks really cool. I've been wanting to print this one for a while. I might print it now that I saw you print it. This looks really good. And it's good to see the only Benchy that matters. And this is a cool Tyrannosaurus Rex. That turned out really, really cool. What type of filament is that? Overture PLA brown. Yeah, that took that looks really good. Yeah, the overhangs are real. Yeah, for sure. That printed out really good. That's a very difficult print there. That turned out really good. We'll leave that one up for a little while. Where did you get this model from, Renee? From Printables. Awesome. Yeah, that one turned out good. All right, so let's check in on our print. See if we get the live stream failure once again. Doesn't look like it so far. Looks like it's printing it. That's a great question, Justin. So Justin asked, did the teeth look like separate objects? Did they snap in or glue in, or was it all one piece with color change? Yeah, it looked like it was all one print to me. Oh, yeah, top and bottom, one print. All right, downloaded some more pictures here. Let's take a look at what Justin sent us here. And this looks like maybe the box that everybody was talking about. Is that correct? And then Renee said it was a top and a bottom jaw. Oh. And then Lester, compliant mechanisms and 3D printing are a perfect match. Yeah. If you haven't seen the video, there's a piece in there where the professor from BYU shows like printing a single piece that has the same movement as 4 other pieces with 4 connectors, which I thought was super interesting. So I would agree. Compliant mechanisms and 3D printing are a perfect match. Oh, this is the stand. Yeah, see, that looks nice. I like the way that looks. That actually looks pretty cool. Let's take a look at the individual pieces again. Yeah, that turned out cool. And Justin, this was something that you made or somebody that you knew made or something like that? Yeah, this turned out really good. You place the red piece in the hole on the side to hold open the bottom AMS lid. That's awesome. Yeah, see, that's really good. Yeah, so you just put this right in that hole right there to hold the lid open. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that turned out really good, Justin. Really, really good. It was a remake on printables. Awesome. And then Garth, I had my first video stuttering problem with my Bambu. Checked my wireless app and found your son was connected to the same access point and he was downloading 4 gig. That does explain it. Yeah, I might have to try this one out, Justin. I really like that one. That looks really good. Really like that. All right, and I think we have a couple of more. Let me download some more pictures here real quick. All right, and these are from Colorado Adventure Club. These look really, really cool. Can't wait to see you finish these. Yeah, these helmets turned out pretty cool. Colorado Adventure Club. Yeah, these turned out really cool. Colorado Adventure Club. Sorry about that. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, the Halo one is pretty cool. The Hayabusa. That one is really cool. I can't wait for you to finish that one. All right, and then Lester, I believe, sent us a picture that's not 3D printed, but on. Now, see, that looks cool. What are those made out of? That looks pretty cool, Lester. Thank you for sending that. What are your cats' names? Those cats look really cool. I love black cats. I've had several black cats in my life. Just some felt material. Yeah, that looks really cool. That's a cool idea. Bozeman and Toe Beans McGuire. That's awesome. All right, let's check back in on our print. And it still seems to be going just fine. And while we have like 30 viewers, welcome everybody. If you're new here, welcome to the stream. If you have any pictures that you'd like to show anybody, feel free to send those in and let me know in the chat. We still have a couple minutes that we can view them. Otherwise, if you are new, have any questions, there's no dumb question. Feel free to ask. There's lots of smart people here that can help answer it. We'll go back to the bat cats. Then Justin, has anyone experienced issues with printing with Bambu PLA silver filament? Sometimes it sticks, sometimes it doesn't. Usually it's the first layer that lifts up. I have not. I have a roll of that and I've printed a couple of things with it and I haven't had an issue with it. Which build plate are you using? The textured plate? Or is it the cool plate? And I assume you've tried upping the bed temperatures and stuff, the gold PEI. Yeah, I usually don't. The adhesion problems that I have with the gold PEI aren't first layer adhesion. Generally, it's like a quarter of the way printing and it just lets go and it starts moving around. So it doesn't like really lift up or anything. If you turn off the aux fan, it does better, and I usually up the bed to 57. Interesting. And are you using the standard nozzle temperature of 220? And Garth, my FedEx driver, is going to think I have a drug lab every week, month. Every week for months, she delivers a Bambu Labs box. That's hilarious. Good problem to have. I don't even want to know what my FedEx and UPS driver think of me. Probably they get good workouts. No other color I've printed has the issue. Standard 220, but I've also tried 225. Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. I have not had that issue, but I haven't printed that much with the silver that I have. I have a question for the audience out there. Is any of y'all, and you dried it too, same issue? Yeah. That's super weird. Maybe you just have a bad batch of filament? I don't know. Maybe try moving down the roll a little bit. Maybe it's just a bad stretch of filament or something. Like take a couple of feet off of it and see if that helps or something. That's all I can really think of there. And I don't think it's the PEI plate necessarily, unless you want to try it on the cool plate. But yeah, I'm not sure that would make a difference. Or it might, because it just sticks a whole lot better on there, and it might not. But I've had stuff warp on, not on my Bambu, but I've had PLA warp on like my Creality before. And pull up and all that. Yeah, maybe it needs drying again. Yeah, try the cool plate next. See if it does, see what it does on the cool plate. And then Garth, was it you that was telling me about the liquid glue or whatever? Speaking of the cool plate, I finally did try that liquid glue. It's pretty nice. Yeah, I forget who was telling me about that, kept telling me about the liquid glue. I finally tried that. It was pretty good. I might do a short video on that. For those times that you need to use like the high temp plate or the cool plate, which are becoming fewer and fewer with the gold PEI plate. That thing's pretty good. But if you are in the market for glue for one of your build plates, do get the liquid glue. It's pretty good. It's much easier to put on. I mean, it's the same motions or whatever, but it just seems to go on a lot more even, and it's easier to get an even spread with the liquid glue than it is a normal glue stick. I'm a big fan. Yeah, this stuff here. Works pretty good. I was pleasantly surprised. I thought it was a little gimmicky, but it makes it a little bit easier to get a nice even coat of glue on the plate when you need to use it. And Justin, I noticed dropping to silent mode helps too with adhesion, especially when you have small lift pieces on the first layer. That's good advice. That's good. That's really good advice. So you're talking about silent right here. That's really good advice. That actually might have helped us today, Colorado Adventure Club. Now that you think about it, of what we were talking about. I wonder, for those folks that are having issues with ABS and ASA warping, I wonder if that might help with that as well. Yeah, once it has 5 layers or more, raise it back up to the standard speed. Hey, I wonder if that wouldn't help with the people having issues with the ABS warping mid-print. Oh no, that's an idea for those of you that have had that issue. Check it out. And then Lester, that works for me in general, especially when I want to go to sport or ludicrous. I get a few solid layers. And first, I usually wait till at least minimum second, third layer before I put it into sport or ludicrous mode. So that makes sense if you're having problems with adhesion to move all the way down to silent mode. That's really good call out there, Justin. Thank you for bringing that up. That might help solve a few problems with some people, because I've done the same thing, Lester. I've just left it in standard for the first couple of layers and then bam, thrown it into sport or ludicrous. And then on the AMS stand, you used gyroid fill, and it worked great. And that is that in the strength settings? This one? Hey, I haven't tried the different I've tried a couple of these, like the honeycomb and the different ones like that, but I haven't tried the gyroid. Looks pretty cool. I bet it looked cool printing too. Is my bed moving up and down as it hits the near corner? I do notice that the bed does move up and down, and I think it's actually whenever it does the layer height and it actually moves the bed down as it's traveling and then brings it back up to print again. But yeah, if you look at it right here, you'll see it move up and down. But I believe it's doing that only when it's moving. And I generally defer to gyroid since it is strong in most directions and prints well. Shake, rattle, and roll. That's funny. Yeah, it'd be cool to try a whole bunch of these different ones and see what they do. Adaptive cubic, line. I've tried the rectilinear, tried the honeycomb. I don't think I've tried the 3D honeycomb though. Archimedean chords. Lightning. Yeah, some of those look pretty cool. But from that pattern, it does look like in the gyroid, I see what you're saying about all the sides being strong. And then Justin, you did the lightning on some earrings, turned out good. Yeah, it looks cool. I wonder what the like 3D honeycomb would do with like TPU or something. It'd be interesting. Then Joe says, my X1 camera is at least 10 frames slower frequent than yours. What is your Wi-Fi network like? It sucks. Yeah, it's generally your wireless network is what's going to bog that down. Because it's trying to do stuff in real time, so you have to have enough bandwidth in your network to pass all those pixels across. They do some compression, but not a great job of compression, because we shouldn't really see any pixels moving in this black area here, but I see a couple of it, and that's a little noisy if you look at the actual file that it's sending to do this. So you do have to have a pretty good internet connection. You set up a dedicated one to try and fix it. Yeah, but what is your bandwidth on there? Like on the antenna, like how much can it pass back to the router? My access points will hold a gig each back to the router, or back to the main brains of it all. Yeah, see what the bandwidth is on those, on the antennas. But you got to have enough bandwidth to send and receive. Just look at the brand of router that you have, and then see in the technical specifications, it should tell you how much bandwidth or how much traffic it can pass along. And how many megabits per second and all of that stuff at speed. But that's most likely your issue. I think it was 2 streams ago or so, I went over my wireless network, and it's quite expensive, but it is legit, and it's all Ubiquiti. Unify is the name of the equipment, but it's all from a company called Ubiquiti. But yeah, check what kind of router you have and everything. Because it has to send all of these pixels, up, and then bring everything back down. And then also look at if you're using the cloud or whatever, look at what the speed of your internet connection is. Because if that's slow, that'll also cause it to be very slow as well. Then Joe, you're retired. It sounds like outside of your fixed income, it definitely could be. But check the speed of your router. If you're getting it from your internet provider, it should be fast enough, but I would double check that. And the other thing that you could do is just get a cheap Linksys router or something and plug into your gateway from your internet service provider, and then you have a complete separate network, and you can make sure that has a gig of bandwidth or something. And then Joe, you use one of your security cameras to look at it. That's probably the better option, to be quite fair. Like a Rio Link or something like that. That's probably the best way to do it. And since you're supposed to remove the glass on the top or leave the front door open when you're printing PLA, why not? All right, so we're at the top of the hour. Hope everybody enjoyed the stream. I'll go ahead and let everybody go and enjoy the rest of their Saturday or Sunday, depending on where you're at. Be sure to smash that like button on your way out. And I'll see everybody tomorrow for this week's video, and I'll see you next week for next week's stream. Bye, everybody.